welcome to a rather wet video. I'll show you this in a second, but it's actually clearing up. In fact, some brightish sky over there. It's been absolutely, to use a colloquialism, honking it down with rain. I've just walked across, so I came up through the forest, which is over there, and along this beach, and got my full waterproofs on. But I'm on Anglesey, so here's a bit of a geography lesson for you. Anglesey, for those that you don't know, or Ynys Mon, I'm not sure whether it's Mun or Mon, Ynys Mon. Island off the northwest coast of Wales. So Menai Straits, here I'll show you. This is Anglesey. Menai Straits run through here. I made a video before at Penman Point there, and I'm now down here. And if you look at my finger here, and then it comes out to here. Island of the Blessed. In Welsh, Ynys Llanddwyn. I think that's quite good. Ynys Llanddwyn. So hopefully I am here, and I am going to walk up to the end of the island and have a bit of explore. I've been here before quite a few times. There's a tower, Twr Mawr, which is there, but there's some nice coves along here. It's quite windy today, quite a bit of high tide, so hopefully some water breaking over the rocks, but I need the rain to go off. So stick with me, and I'll walk up here. See you soon. If you've never visited Wales, I promise the sun does sometimes shine, just not today. So I've made it to the top end of the island. I've got my back to the wind because it's quite gusty. But you can see there's the tower, Twr Mawr, I think. Andrew will let me know whether that's any decent Welsh pronunciation. Ironically, Andrew lives in Japan, but is a fluent Welsh speaker. So you can see I'm at the top end of the island. Tower's there, seas around it, and the sky is clearing. There's even some blue sky, quite a lot of blue sky, and it seems to be shifting that way. So I'm working on a composition with the island, so that I've got with the tower, sorry, so that I've got the tower, but then you can see that it's almost surrounded completely by the sea. So there's these incredible rocks down here, with the waves obviously smashing against, some nice lines, and I don't know if you can pick up, there's a couple of people walking. That path is a nice leading line up to the tower, so I'm working on that composition. Sorry, I'll clear the water off the lens. I'm waiting for that weather to come across, so stay with me, and hopefully the next time you see me, the sun will be shining. Sun's not quite out, but it's not bad. There's some lovely light now. You'll see in a minute while I'm kind of being careful, but sun is just kind of breaking in and out of the clouds over there, so it's shining a nice light onto the side of the tower, and then onto these rocks. So I'm going for a composition that really shows the tower in this kind of dramatic scene. So look at these rocks down here and the kind of the waves crashing, and I really want to show it's a bit of a cliff edge here. So but I'll show you first why I'm being a bit careful. I've said this before, how are your head heights? So I'm right on the edge, really right on the edge. So there's my edge of my tripod is there, and it's, well, you wouldn't want to fall down there. So I'll show you the composition that I'm going for. I'm on f9, focused on the tower. I've got a graduated filter in just to the horizon to take the brightness out of the sky, and I'll brighten this up so you can see the composition. So hopefully you can see that. Obviously that's well blown out, but the tower's in the intersection of a rule of thirds, and then I've got all this great, I really like this kind of rugged cliff. Gives a real sense of drama to the image, I hope. So underexposing of it, but I'll turn that off. So hopefully you can see what I'm aiming for. Is there's a focal point on the tower, but all this kind of drama. I think I've said drama about 10 times now, haven't I? I just love kind of the fact you've got this man-made object as a focal point, but all this kind of natural power, and it really you can really feel the sense of power while you're here. Feel those waves crashing. So hopefully that works out. I'm bracketing my exposures. So bracketing, for those that don't know, I'm taking an exposure that's spot on, but then I'm taking one that's underexposed and one that's overexposed, because there is quite a bit of contrast between, you know, the kind of the foam in the waves and the darkness in the cliffs. So what I can do bracketing is merge those together to take the best bits out of the 3 images. So just trying to be careful here. So I'm waiting. I'm going to wait a little while because I think the sun will come out even more, and it'd be great if we get kind of a peak of sunlight on the side of the tower there. But hopefully that gives you an idea of what I'm trying to achieve without killing myself. I will look for those religious people amongst you. Maybe somebody's watching over me. Right, see you soon. Absolutely stunning light. In fact, the light is so good, I'm going to take some photos. Look at that. Look at that light. That is absolutely stunning. Wow. Wow, look at that. Oh, gee. Oh my God, that is amazing. That is amazing. Look at that light. Look at that light. Look at that. Look at that. Look at. Sorry, I sound so excited. Look at that light. That is stunning. Absolutely 100% stunning. So I'm still bracketing, but the light's shining on there. Just, God blimey. And it's just because there's a hole in the cloud and it's beaming through there, and I'm making the most of it. Mate, what's that saying? Make hay while the sun shines. Well, I'm making photos while the sun shines. And there it goes. There it goes. Like the sun has gone more or less back behind there. But that was, sorry, I was just I was turning the camera on just to say that the light was getting quite nice. But then as I kind of turned the camera on, that happened, and that's what happens in photography. There's a hole in the clouds. You get a brief. How long was that? You were with me? 30 seconds? 30 seconds, something like that? 30-second opportunity, stunning light. And by the looks of it, that might be it, because there's quite deep cloud behind that hole. So that might be it. But that's what makes landscape photography so exciting. You know, I sat in the car. What happened to my voice then? The excitement's getting the better of me. I sat in the car for about an hour and a half playing on my phone because it was absolutely honking down. Walked through the forest in rain, walked across the beach in rain, got here in rain, and just had my fingers crossed, hoping something would happen. So maybe 2 or 3 hours I've been kind of between the car and here. You get 30 seconds, just 30 seconds to take those images, and then that might be it. But that's what makes it exciting, because if you came out and it was perfect conditions all the time, you'd probably get quite bored with it. But that, I guess it's a bit like, to use a football analogy, it's like having a really dull game and then scoring in the 89th minute, and the game seems fantastic because you scored that 1 goal. Well, that was me scoring the goal. Hopefully I captured something. Hopefully the images come out. But that hopefully gives you kind of this sense of one of the reasons I do this. Just those opportunities where things happen and you've got to kind of work quickly, get to grips with what's going on, and make the most. So if they come out, I'll be really pleased. So hopefully you enjoyed that. Some big waves coming in now. Look at these. It is a great spot. If you've never been, look at that. Big breakers. If you're in the UK and if you've never been, I'd recommend it. And if you're not in the UK but you have an opportunity to come, I'd recommend it. So I've only seen a couple of people. I guess the rain put loads of people off. So sorry, I'll stop talking because I'm just babbling now because I'm so excited. So I'll be back soon. Well, I've moved to the other side of the tower. So earlier you can see there's the tower and there's the crucifix. So I was over there. But I've come down to the other side of the tower onto this beach. Look at this. Look at this. That is just, look at that. Look at that. That is absolutely raw power of nature. There's a big one coming in. Look at that. Right. Do I need to run? I do. So almost got my feet wet. But why have I come down to the beach? Not just to mess around. Hopefully you get this. The waves are breaking. Look, and you can see it there. Oh, my feet are going to get wet. Look at that, the perfect example. Leading round the eye to the tower. So what I'm trying to do is take some images. Oh, that's quite a good one. Take one now. No, it's gone too far. So what I'm trying to do is get some images where the waves are pointing directly. That might be one. At the tower. And you'll then have, I'll show you on here. So I've banked that up, obviously. There's the tower. What I want is waves coming right along the beach. So ideally, there's a rock in the bottom corner there. So ideally, waves coming right along and pointing directly at the tower. So the composition would be great. And oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. Take one there. But I can taste the sea. So obviously the spray's flying off. I can taste the salt on my mouth, which is absolutely fantastic. The sound is incredible. The water's coming up to my feet. But I'm really trying to get that image. And I've gone on f/22. I'm not often on f/22. The reason I've gone off on f/22 is I'm trying to slow the shutter speed as much as possible, so that I get kind of the waves, that you see the movement in the waves. Hopefully that makes sense. But I've also got a nice bit of kind of colour in the sky. So there's a big one coming in. Let's have a look at that. What does that look like? Not bad. Maybe that bit, am I being too picky? That bit's gone too far. I want more of a line. But I could stay here couldn't stay here all day because it's going to get dark soon, but just incredible. Hey! There's my tripod. I think Neptune's trying to get me. So, hope you're enjoying it as much as I am. Well, you're not enjoying it as much as I am because you're not feeling it, but hope you're enjoying it a little bit. Brilliant. Making a habit of these videos while I'm walking along, but so I'm all done, on my way back. It's quite nice, enjoyed it. Given that kind of a couple of hours ago I was sat in the car and it was pouncing it down with rain. Turned out quite nice, as they say. So hopefully got some nice views of the tower and then some of the bay. So I'm quite pleased. Got to get home and process those. But all done. So hope you enjoyed that. Hope you enjoyed the trip. If you've never been to this neck of the woods, hope you enjoyed kind of seeing something new. And I hope you enjoy my photography and what I have to say. So I really appreciate it if you leave a comment and give me a thumbs up. I love getting comments because there's a few regulars that I get into a kind of bit of a conversation with, and I really like that. So do leave a comment. I'll always reply to comments. And if you could, please subscribe. It helps. The more subscribers I get, the more people get to see what I'm doing, and that'd be great. So click the button to subscribe. I appreciate it, but really do appreciate you taking the time to watch. I really enjoy making these videos, but it's even better when I know that people are watching and enjoying them as well. So thank you very much for taking the time, and I hope you've enjoyed the trip to Ynys Llanddwyn. And how was that for Welsh pronunciation? Oh, and if you're the guy that I just bumped into on the island that lost his camera strap, I've not found it yet. But if I see it, I'll put it somewhere where you'll see it on the way back. So, cheers, thanks very much.